Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a very special Bill the Drone Reviewer. This isn't even a Sunday afternoon Rotor Talk Live. It's Sunday evening. Got some breaking news regarding the Mavic Pro. So I thought I'm just going to jump right into it. So I was going to do a video on it, but I wanted to get this out there for you guys to see that Ositolev put out a couple of tweets, and they both showed DJI Mavic 2 Enterprise Edition and one from the website. So I'm going to go ahead and share that here. Let's go ahead and get this on. So bear with me here for just a second while I get to share this here. So hang on. Okay, this is, let's get the first picture up here. What we're seeing right here is what you're looking at is the Mavic DJI. Well, I have to read exactly what it says. Mavic 2 Enterprise. And you see it's a pretty crisp, clear picture of the Mavic 2 Enterprise that's there. I mean, this is something. This is solid, and we get an indication. When you take a look at, you can see, for instance, the gimbal assembly up front right here. It's very detailed. The sensors up on front, the aircraft, it looks, very similar. Looks like the legs will be folding in as previously, and the same here for the back. It's very interesting to see this. I'm really kind of excited to be able to see this right now, and I think we all should be too. This is just absolutely incredible what we're able to look at this point in time. Now, there is also, I also tried, there was a URL that was listed, and I'm gonna flip you over to the next slide. We're gonna go ahead and put that on here. You can see it's completely in German. And see, Ositolev says, even DJI website leaked itself, slide mono VIO check. Now, I went ahead and I did try this URL, and the URL is not working. Apparently, it was a mistake. This was something DJI, of course, did not mean to put, but it got leaked out there. And you can take a look and see there is a Mavic Air up here at the top of the screen. So I'll go back. We'll go back and take a look at the first one here, because this is actually something that is noteworthy here. We're getting, we can see probably what looks to be a sensor on the side of the aircraft right here, which is interesting, and probably what looks to be sensors on the bottom of the aircraft right here. And again, remember, this is Mavic 2 Enterprise. This is what has been leaked right here. So and you can, like I said, you can take a look and see a good look at the gimbal assembly here as well. This is incredible. This has just come out, and I wanted to get this out here for you guys to take a look at it. Does this bode well for it being released soon? It could. I don't know. We know all the excitement about what happened with the Argos catalog. And forgive me, I don't have the chat up right now. I will here in a second. So bear with me here for a second. I want to kind of focus on you guys being able to take a good look at these. And again, right now, the only place Ositolev put these out about 15 minutes ago. So these are very, very, very new. I mean, these are absolutely, totally brand new at this point in time. I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead. I'm going to pop the chat out here, and I'm going to leave up what I'm going to do here. Gnome, welcome. Cardasso, welcome. Drone Wolf, Zachary, welcome. I just wanted to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get the what we're going to do is I'm going to stop the screen share for a little bit here. This is rather interesting. This comes on the heels of DJI actually, having the catalog, catalog leak yesterday over in the UK, or the other day. Lon, what's up? Welcome tonight. This is a very special show tonight, because there was a breaking news development regarding the Mavic Pro 2. And I mean, those were some interesting leaks. Those are some very, very interesting leaked pictures. And I tweeted Ositalev to ask him about the URL if he could post the link, and he didn't. But I wanted to go ahead and get this out here and get this information out to you guys so you can be able to take a look at it. Debbie, yeah, it sure is super stuff to be able to see this here. Well, these images, what I got, these were from Ositalev. These were directly his Twitter account, and I did show that. That was just on just a couple of minutes ago. So, does this mean that we're going to be closer to the event? That's possible. Who's excited? Yeah, I tell you what, it's like, it's almost shut up and take my money kind of a thing right now. I know I'm super excited to see this. This is absolutely fantastic. Howdy, Ositalev posted again on Retailers Test this week. Yeah, he did. I did see that. So, we could be closer here. And, the whole thing about the catalog coming out as well too, these have to be good signs. I mean, you can't say that they're not good signs here. I'm just terribly excited. I'm going to go ahead and put, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get this back on here so you guys can take a look at it. I mean, I think this is important enough for you guys to go ahead and look at here. So let me go ahead and do that. So hang on just a second here. We're going to get this back up on the screen for you guys to take a look at. Let's get Ositalev's up here. Yeah. It's a very detailed look at it. You can see here, this is just absolutely incredible. I mean, this is the best detailed look I think we have had at the Mavic 2 since we've seen have been seeing the official pictures on it. So sorry, I'm very prepared for my broadcast, and this one just absolutely caught me by surprise, and I'm kind of at a loss for words just a little bit, but I'm thinking this is very incredible. And I think one of the things here too, and I think you want to notice this, one thing that I noticed right away with the front gear and where the gimbal is, even though this is a Mavic 2 Enterprise, look how much higher the gimbal is off the ground than the regular, than the Mavic Pro currently. The Mavic Pro currently, that gimbal would probably be sitting right where my arrow is at this point, but this is up much higher. So I give some kudos to DJI for actually listening about this, because that was on my wish list. If you've ever seen that video, that was one of the things that I was talking about, that they would actually go ahead and put this up there. So again, I think that is something that is really, really going to be interesting. And again, here's from the URL, and you can see it is in German. And, it was, the best way you can describe this is an oopsie. I mean, they probably did not mean to put that on there. They're talking about the Mavic Air. I mean, I don't know German very well, but you can see Mavic Air, drone, Mavic series, and maybe they were going to go ahead and start talking down there about the Mavic 2 Enterprise. But this is a huge leak here, and this is huge news, and I'm real excited about it. I'm just absolutely, positively real excited about this. I think, for all of us here, we've been waiting for some good news regarding all of this, and it really is. I'm back to the chat now, guys. Sorry about that. Is DJI doing this on purpose, Damien? I don't know. That's a good question. I think that's one of the things we'll talk about here for just a few minutes. I don't know if this is being done on purpose, but it's actually, first of all, I'll talk about the catalog. Catalogs are kind of, with the advance of the internet, catalogs are kind of a dying breed. But I know all my subscribers and viewers and friends in the UK can probably attest. That's probably something that people actually look forward to over there. But these have to be printed in advance. And I do still get a few catalogs. I'm a ham radio enthusiast, so I do get some of those as well. No, thank you for watching, Zachary, Lon, Damien. Thank you all you guys for showing up on a moment's notice here. So these catalogs are printed in advance. So that information had to have been given from DJI in advance to Argos. That's the thing that I'll say about that. And that's an incredible leak because we actually got quite a bit of detail regarding this. And again, this information had been set a while ago, and obviously, it's sent to press, and you can't really stop a catalog from coming out. And I don't know, I know DJI is has a lot of money, and I don't know if they could be able to get this, be able to have enough leverage to stop the catalog coming out. I don't think so. And now this, I have a tendency to agree, coming on the heels of the catalog coming out, I don't think this is an accident. I think this was leaked out on purpose. I think it's giving us a real taste and a real feel for it. And if you take a good look at it, love the aesthetics. Greg, thank you. Always ready when you pop up. Thank you. Drone shots. It looks lame to me. I'd rather wait for the P5. Well, drone shots, it's cleaner. It has cleaner lines to it. It's bigger. It has more sensors on it. The one thing that I did note, if you had been watching that part, is that the gimbal is sitting up higher, and I like that. That's one of the things that I had mentioned on my wish list for the Mavic Pro 2, that gimbal sit up higher or the landing gear be higher. Well, the gimbal's higher, and I think that's fantastic. The additional sensors on the, you could see on the aircraft, it was very clear that you could see that on the side, and it was a very detailed photo. I really, getting that kind of a detailed photo right now, I think, and this is just my guess, I think we're going to be having, we'll find out, DJI will be making an announcement, I think sometime this week, sooner rather than later, about the See the Bigger Picture event being rescheduled. I think we'll find out something about it this week. And if they do, I'm thinking, and from what and hey, Kestelou did it very well. He talked about it, and he mentioned probably DJI needs about 3 weeks out. So that's what I'm thinking. If and when they do announce this, that it'll be 3 weeks out. So that's going to mean scramble to get travel plans for yours truly and my way better looking better half. So this, wow. I mean, Sky Pilot, welcome. Thank you for showing up tonight. They also said something about 8-kilometer range with 1080 transmission. Yes, I did hear that. Never had or flown the Mavic, can't compare with Phantom 4 series. Pretty sweet. Chris, it is. It's a great drone. I absolutely love it. It's been fantastic. My range has been I have zero complaints about the Mavic Pro. Zero complaints. My only thing was I just wish the gimbal assembly had been protected, and it looks like DJI is kind of taking that to heart with what we're seeing there. And also, it's sitting up higher off the ground. I like that too. Yeah, Damien. Yeah, they're coming out with an announcement in a few days. We're not gonna. Yeah, before the tariff hit, there, Rogers. That's probably possible. I don't know how much all that plays into it. But I'm thinking, every day, and I think, and I mentioned this either on one of my Rotor Talk Lives or one of my videos, every day that the Parrot Anafi is getting sold, every day that the Autel Evo is getting sold, that's a day DJI is not making money. And every day that they don't have the Mavic 2 or Mavic 2 Pro being sold, they're not making money. Okay, Drone Wolf, thanks for showing up. You can catch the rest of the show later. I'm thinking at this point that it's going to be, we're going to get an announcement this week, and I'm thinking probably about 3 weeks out. So just, for grins and giggles, probably third week in August is what I'm thinking. This is just flying off the cuff of a handle right now. Again, this came out just for those of you who probably just tuned in. Ositalev at 8:44 p.m. Eastern time put out a couple of tweets, and there were 2 pictures of the DJI Mavic 2 Enterprise, and one of them was from the website. Lloyd, welcome. Thank you for showing up tonight. And it's incredibly interesting. And I did spend some time on those pictures earlier in the broadcast just so you guys can see them. And I wanted to get this out to you. I was going to try to do a quick video, but I thought about doing this to get this out there so you guys could see this and see it firsthand. If it's going to have a Hasselblad camera on it, it'll make fantastic photos. You're right, Debbie. I mean, you know, when I saw that, when it said Hasselblad on there, I'm like, take my money. With a 1-inch sensor, I mean, seriously, take my money. Any hopes for a 5.8 megahertz Phantom 4 Pro V2? Roy, I don't think so. I think at this point in time, what they're going to be doing with the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0, they use that as a proving ground for the new OcuSync, and it's been working well from what I hear. So, hey, Mel, welcome. You know, from what I hear, that's been working very well. So I don't think there's going to do, and I think that's kind of like a stopgap, an intermediate kind of a thing, and bridge the gap until the Phantom 5 comes out. That's why I think they're not going to be doing anything more with that right there with the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0. But from everything I've heard, it sounds like it's been pretty good. I was pretty impressed. I know Rick Smith had from Drone Valley had a very good review on it, and he's been impressed. Mel, I didn't see it, but welcome. Glad you're here tonight. Yeah, Phantom 4 Pro is about to be discontinued. Well, Air Rogers, I don't think they're going to do that until the Phantom 5 comes out. I think it's still selling well for them. You know, they're not going to pull the plug on that. That's something that they're going to leave go until the Phantom 5 comes out. What do you think about the price range? That's a very good question, Benito. Thank you for that question, and welcome to the show. I'm thinking price range, and this is just, I'm just, you know, looking at economies of scale and what, you know, manufacturing cost and so forth. My guess is we're looking at probably, I'm guessing $11.99 to maybe a $13.99 kind of a range, and that's just off the top of my head. $11.99 for the Zoom version, and I would say $13.99 for the Mavic 2 Pro. And I think that's not including the Flymore combos. I think that's going to probably push the price towards $14.99 for a Flymore combo, maybe $12.99. I don't know for Flymore combo for the Mavic 2 Zoom, but we'll see. That's just a guess off the top of my head, and that's really like $200 higher. I think they're going to be going up $200 on both ends, and that's just me for right now. Yeah, they can't go over P4. I agree, Brian. I think it won't top out. I don't think you're going to see it go over $1,400. You know, even, you know, not including a Flymore combo. I think $13.99 for a Mavic 2 Pro with a Hasselblad, and I think $11.99 for the Mavic 2 with the Dolly Zoom. I think that's probably pretty fair and accurate price points. I think the Zoom goes for around the same price as the Evo, and the 1-inch costs more. It's possible. I don't know, because that would actually mean that the Mavic 2 Dolly Zoom would be the same price as the Mavic Pro, the original price. So I don't know about that, but I'm thinking we're going to see like an $11.99 and a $13.99 kind of a deal. So that's where I'm thinking we're going on that as well. I don't know, but again, you know, this was just completely off the cuff. Do I think the Mavic Pro Platinum battery? I don't think it will be. You know, you look at Phantom Series, Jiku, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. You look at Phantom Series, when you went from the 1 to the 2 and the 2 to the 3 and the 3 to the 4, none of those batteries were compatible. So I don't think you're going to have backwards compatibility or forwards compatibility with backwards compatibility. I'm sorry, with that. I think it's being more because P4 will stay. Right, Mel. I think you're right. That's correct. What do you think? DJI made a locator beacon strobe attachment as accessory for the Enterprise to help locate if it crashes out in the field. Would be cool. Harry, I don't know. That's possible. You know, that and somebody was also talking about it being some type of a sensor for a search and rescue type of a drone. But that's a good question, Harry. I'm thinking it's probably more because the big attachment on the end not the strobe, but the one that looks like it would fold down. I think that's kind of for search and rescue. But the strobe, I like the idea. I like where you're going with that, and maybe emit some type of a signal. You know, I know a lot of times, you know, people that lose them. I think that would be good, having something like that. So most likely for EMS police nighttime operation. That's possible, Johnson City. That's a very good point. You know, to have that strobe light on there. And I know Mel showed me he has some 3D printers that he had used to make some attachments to put some strobes on his drones. And he did a fantastic job with those. So kudos to you on that, Mel. Those photos were fake though. I don't know, Mel. They look pretty good. I mean, and you know, you did see on in the second one there was a actual URL listing, although I tried the URL and it doesn't come up in German here for me. I just did a quick try before we went to broadcast on that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Yeah, the ones with those big attachments. You're right, Mel. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, and then if there's any more news regarding that, I'm going to go ahead and probably put out a video tomorrow night on that. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up and let you know what's going on with that. No live stream this Sunday. JB Drones, no, I do every other Sunday. Just to let you know, I was on last Sunday, so I do every other Sunday for my Sunday afternoon Rotor Talk Live. So so that's what we're doing. Wanted to give you guys a heads up for that. You know, again, check those out there on Acetalev. There, I did feature them at the beginning of the video, but wanted to get a quick one out there. Bill, I just don't care about the price. DJI will launch Mavic Pro 2. I'm just going to buy it, and that's it. Robert, I think a lot of people are like you. I think so too. I think, you know, we're very hungry for this. We're very eager for it, and I'm very excited. I think we're getting closer. I really, really do. Want to thank everybody for showing up on a moment's notice tonight. That's incredible. You know, again, if I can get a shout out, thank you for your response. For my subscriber who is handicapped and only has the use of one hand. And if any of you have any ideas, please send them to BillTheDroneReviewer@gmail.com. You've been fantastic. Your responses have been great. And I know somebody had responded back to me with a response about they control a Spark using a mouse and a PC and a phone. So if you're hearing me, if you're the one that has done that, I approved the comment, but it didn't come up. So if you could send that again, either post that on the video or post it out, you know, send it to me via email at BillTheDroneReviewer@gmail.com. I have a question of the day, and this is for a live video here. So you can answer this in the comments, okay? Not in the chat. This is something I want you guys to answer in the comments section because I want everybody to be able to see that. What do you think of these new pictures? Do you think they are the real deal? And as a follow-up question, do you think the event is going to be rescheduled this week? Leave it in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for coming in tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Yes, Star Cop, I do know about the Wizard and the Typhoon H, and I did reach out to Typhoon on that. Thank you very much. Thank you guys so much for coming in on the spur of the moment. I really appreciate it. Look forward to Tuesday night Rotor Talk Live. Benito, thank you all for coming tonight. Really appreciate it. And remember to answer the question of the day. Thanks so much.